Hey y'all. So look, today I just want to take a moment to say thank you, Spirit. Okay? Because I want to share a little bit about karmic relationships, okay? I've got my oracle deck here and I thought it would be a really, really good time to get a sense for the overall energy within the collective and to get a couple downloads from Spirit, okay? Because woo, there's a lot going on. Now, talking about karmic relationships, you guys know how I feel about that just on GP. All right. You really, as you navigate this life, you have to instill some sustenance about picking and choosing your battles wisely. You cannot be out here finding yourself armoring up for battles that do not belong to you. Okay? You have this earthly realm, you have the physical realm, you have this spiritual realm, and in every level there's going to be some type of chaos. There's going to be some type of drama, conflict, okay? But how you choose to respond is all on you, collective. And I'm going to tell you something. My heart really goes out to this collective because you've been through a lot, okay? You have encountered karmic relationship after karmic relationship after karmic relationship. Sometimes you didn't even realize that the individuals that were attracted to your light were not attracted to you, but wanted to siphon the energy that they could from you, okay? Because that was their intention all along. But it's been so important for you to know your worth, okay? And in order for you to do sort of this self inventory around what's working, not working, you had to kind of take your mask off, okay? You had to get real in depth, okay? And read the fine print where it comes to you. You have done so well in helping others to achieve their successes, to realize their full potential, but you were empty many times. And somehow you still mustered up some level of liquid courage to give to the next person, even though you didn't have it. Okay? Spirit is encouraging me to remind you of who fuck you are. Okay? You guys, I'm inclined on a very large scale to remind you that part of the reason you really need to get serious about discernment. You need to get serious about your intuition because as you sort of reach these new levels, okay, you are going to encounter some new devils and they're not going to look like what you've always encounter, what you've prayed away, what you've meditated about, what you've protected your space and yourself from. It's not going to always occur that way. And as you elevate, you're going to see some things that you're going to be like, wow, I didn't even know I was prepared for that. And sometimes you aren't. Okay, sometimes you aren't. Sometimes you're set still. Sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes the plans don't go through because your spirit team knows that you need to be protected, and where you're trying to go, they're not going to let you go because there's no peace there. There's nothing but chaos and disparity. And you have to understand that because you have not fallen into this cycle, all right, of always trying to control, but instead surrender, right, to the knowing that you have angels. Many of you are familiar with Archangel Michael. You've got ancestors, you've got a spirit team, you have earthly angels that are praying and sending up, okay, incantations to protect you, right? Justice, I just keep hearing justice comes. And right now, remember, it only takes a moment for God to show you mercy, favor, and justice, okay? Keep your hands out of pots that you have no business with your hands in, okay? because you've been in so many karmic situations, I know that many of you have put on this hat, where you're the problem solver, you're the analyzer, you're all these things to bring solution to potential problems. But sometimes you got to take your hand back because your spirit team, your ancestors, like, nah, we don't need you. We got this. We've got this. And that's the type of karma that will have you in awe. That's the type of justice that will have you in awe. Now, don't get me wrong. I never want to see anybody go through anything, okay? Not something that can be avoided. But at the same time, sometimes your karma is to have to render yourself invalid to the very things that you were trying to do to other people, where you were trying to halt their progress, where you were trying to stagnate their potential, where you were trying to get in the way of their blessings. Spirit, like, nah. I have had a strong presence of ancestors every time I open up this energetic portal between you guys, myself and the collective. And I'm here to tell you that your ancestors ain't playing. They're not playing about you. That cough you hear that they developed, losing hours at their job, not getting any sleep, falling ill physically. I have seen some things, and I'm just here to tell you, you do not have to fight every battle, collective. Because when you cry tears, when you call out, you're being heard. It's just that you can't see the full picture, right? So you get excited and you get anxious and you want to act and you want to move and you want to jump, but it's like, nah, sit back and learn to trust the process. Because as you do that, your spirit team is going to show you some stuff that is going to blow your mind. They're going to show you the protection that you've had around you this entire time. 7:38 on my timer, okay? That might be a significant angel number. Look that up. Give me a couple more cards, Spirit. Let me know what's going on with the energy today of this collective. Somebody is having some legal troubles. I don't believe that this is you, collective. I think that this is someone, maybe a karmic energy that you were dealing with, okay? You've been in hermit mode away from this entity. More like I'm getting the sense of like, do not disturb. You've blocked some folks. But this individual, you blocked with good reason because they were going to have you in some mess. We're still in the midst of full moon energy. It's a great time to set your intentions, to be very intentional about what you're going to be manifesting moving forward, what you'd like to see manifest. It's a time to keep your mind right and to keep your mind focused, okay? Because right now, all you need to be doing is refilling your cup, loving on yourself, staying your true, authentic self, okay? And being grateful through it all. Yeah, trust this moment in your journey. Your best season is next. And I'm hearing that someone needs to tighten up a little bit on their boundaries, not to the point of rigidity, but your boundaries are in place for you, okay, not for the next person. So you don't want to be so rigid that there's no room, okay, for humanity. But at the same time, you also don't want to be so lax where you're moving your boundaries every time someone comes about and challenges, it perhaps. Oh, collective. Trust the process. Trust in divine timing. You got this, baby. Mwah.